Interesting act layout here. We'd like to be able to go elite hunting this path. This looks really dangerous, though. Something more reasonable. Like this, maybe 2 events. I like this option because then you can choose here. It's a mix of these early nodes. And then you can only fight 1 elite from there is the problem. So if you bank left, you're fighting 1 elite at most. I guess you could also go to this fire and then to the burning elite. That seems like the most reasonable, actually. Or just around this elite. Give you some optionality then. Make the intended path this green one. With the option then to go red if things go exceptionally well for us. Although 5 combats in a row might be a little bit much. Let's look at our starting bonus options with a little bit more perspective now. Our options are upgrade a card, 3 random potions, curse for 250 gold, or the boss swap. Taking an upgrade at the start of the run ain't too bad. I think upgrading either Neutralize or Survivor is acceptable on Silent. That +3 block on Survivor is not to be underestimated. Really, really good, especially in Act 2. And of course, the extra turn of Weaken on Neutralize is nice. And don't neglect the 1 damage. It does matter sometimes. We could take the 250 gold here and try to get through 2 combats. Problem is, Silent that starts with a curse can have a really tough time in the first couple of combats, particularly if it's a pain or doubt curse. You could end up in a huge amount of trouble with improper draw order. So for that reason, I really tend to shy away from any start that starts with a curse, but particularly so on Silent. Yeah, pain plus Jawworm or doubt plus Jawworm. In the worst case scenario, can lead to 30 damage taken. You can have a really bad time against cultists, too. Although it's less likely to go completely sideways. How about potion starts? I think there's enough combats that we're likely to fill the potion slots. I'm more leaning towards the upgrade here. Take the guaranteed safe option. It's not exceptionally strong by any means, but it does help out just fine. It means our first few combats will go nice and smooth. Although we won't get immediately strong at a shot. I mean, drawing all defense on turn 1 for a bad time against cultists? No, I mean drawing all defense and a doubt on turn 1, so that you're weak on turn 2 and have no defense. And then you don't even draw all your strikes somehow. So that's my thought. I think this is stronger maybe about half the time, but in the bottom half of situations, it's a really rough time. If there was a question mark before the shop, I'd be much more inclined to go 250 gold here. I'm going to choose Upgrade Neutralize. And we are going to start out along the green path here. Let's see how life goes. So far, so good. Get weakened, nerd. Block 2 times. I don't think we need to take the 1 damage here. Many times in Spire, it's correct to, if you aren't getting the full block value out of a block card, it may be correct to spend your energy on dealing damage instead, or getting powers in play or something like that. But I don't think that's the case here. I think we get to do this fight without taking a single point of damage. That's often the case for Silent in her first few fights, excepting Jawworm, of course. Because Jawworm is a stinky. Oh man, are we going to have another first pick Skewer run? This card has been really doing it for me lately. 7 damage X times. It's a fantastic early upgrade, a great energy sink of sorts, and a really cool card for damage multiplication on. I'm also completely happy with a Poison Stab as a first pick. Gets us kind of spec'd into Poison a little bit, while also being an attack card for the early game. But I think if anything's going to let me take the red path, it's going to be Skewer here. Let's take a Skewer. Our act boss is Guardian, so Poison's a little bit more incentivized there. But Skewer will work just fine as well. Neutralize upgrade, saving me 1 hit point here. Dagger throw, sucker punch, outmaneuver. Outmaneuver Skewer. Interesting. Very interesting. Normally I would be picking dagger throw here, but I should at least think about outmaneuver. Next turn, gain 2 energy. Can use that additional energy to make an extra large Skewer, but only if we can draw in the correct order, which will only happen sometimes. Or we can use it to play more cards on the following turn once we get some card draw into the deck. That could be a really good thing. I could see outmaneuver being really good in the long term here, but am wondering if I should probably just grab a dagger throw for now. I guess that again depends on red path versus green path. If I go green path, outmaneuver seems reasonable. But if I want to go to the path that's red, I really ought to take this dagger throw, I think. Okay. I'm going to grab the dagger throw, but I'll think about outmaneuvers if we see any more. Could go to the shop here. Only 128 gold, I think, means not really worth it. Let's head to one event and take 2 more fights. I think 3 more might be pushing it. Some of the hard pool combats could get us into trouble. Lose liquid bronze, 87 gold, or dagger throw to gain a relic. I don't mind losing the liquid bronze. It's a potion, but not a particularly useful potion here in the early game. The 87 gold will definitely be valuable later, although not now. Could end up still going green here. I want an Akabeko or a bag of marbles, please. That's what I want. What do you got? Could also give him our dagger throw that we just picked up. That's not the worst idea. What do you got? Nunchaku. Every time we play 10 attacks, gain an energy. Perfect. That's definitely going to help out here in the short term, giving us additional energy on which to spend on our attacks. Particularly if we set up the Nunchaku with any amount of deliberation, it's going to allow us to have energy consistently on turn 1, which Silent really appreciates. Yeah, Renwood can give you a relic of any rarity. I believe that when you are given a random relic from an event like that, you get a 50% chance of receiving a common relic, a 33% chance of receiving an uncommon relic, and a 17% chance of receiving a rare relic. Okay, I'm happy I didn't give up my dagger throw, because I don't believe I want any of these cards. Cloak and Dagger is okay with Nunchaku, but simply doesn't deal enough damage to really be a good idea at the moment. Don't really want a Deflect or a Bane either. No poison yet to make Bane good. We'll skip these 3. Take our first hard pool combat. The 4th combat in Act 1 comes from the so-called hard pool, a more difficult set of encounters populated by more challenging enemies. And this is one of the nastier ones to get. Medium Slime plus Blue Slaver is going to result in a tough time here. There's no way to get through this without taking probably 20 damage. Deliberately left this one at 14 health so that I could Skewer. Could defend Skewer. In a fight like this, you really have to take out the lower health one as soon as you can. Skewer, then Survivor? Yeah. This turn might hurt a bit. Not a problem. Ooh, definitely not a problem. If we want to still think about the red path, which we can consider, actually. This fight didn't go as badly as I thought it might. Then getting Nunchaku a little bit higher up is a good idea. Should be able to do that soon. So Skewer, of course, does kill here. But we can do better than that. Perfect. Nunchaku on 9 means we get energy the first time we play an attack next fight. And I'm pretty happy with the Dagger Spray to deal a little bit of area damage. That gives us an answer to the Sentries enemy. That said, I don't feel like we got strong enough to fight multiple elites here. We don't have any damage potions. We didn't get any particularly amazing cards. I don't think this is enough to go red. Squiddy Love, by the way, thank you so much for 95 bits of support. Squiddy says, normally only get to see the YouTube vids, love the content. Final bill, 11 health. That was a lot better than expected. A lot better than expected. The Skewer being able to kill slime cleanly on turn 2 helped a lot. And our upgraded Neutralize did really good work too. Okay, we're taking the Dagger Spray, but I don't think I do this. I think I'm going to go this way. So we'll look to cash out at one of the shops and fight one elite. We still will upgrade Skewer first. This is essentially an upgrade that can apply multiple times. Every energy you spend on Skewer is getting the benefit of the upgrade one time. So 3 damage per energy spent is a massive, massive upgrade. I really wish I could do this. If I had a vulnerable potion or a fire potion, I would fight this elite right now. But I don't. So half of your health is 36. Yeah, we could also get the... Once we see what this fight gives us, we could now bank red if I get a damage potion or something. We'll see. Currently figuring out what to do on this turn. I think it's Dagger Throw. So if I Skewer, I bring it to 33 and it splits. But what if I Strike Skewer? 63 minus 26. 37, perfect. Oof. Well, not a lot to do. Goodness, at least neither of them are attacking me this turn. But we're likely to take a hit next turn. Perfect Dagger Throw draw. Get him. Just take 1. Beautiful. Actually, really lucky that this slime fight went as cleanly as it has. We even get Nunchaku back to 9 here. Ibakai, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. You know, Blade Dance is definitely a thing when you've got a Nunchaku. I would also consider Flying Knee because of the next turn energy gain to go with Skewer here. In either case, we should probably not take many more damage cards after this. Also, still don't feel like we are able to go red path from here. We're just not strong enough. Patty980, thank you for 2 months of keeping it cozy. And that Prime sub as well. If you've got an Amazon Prime account, that means you can subscribe once per month with Twitch Prime. You do have to remember to use it each and every month, but those who choose to and do use their Prime subs here make up nearly half the income of the stream. So, a huge shout out to the Prime subs. I do like Piercing Wail in general. It's a very, very good way to block, especially in the mid to late game. It's a little awkward in the early game, though, particularly before your first elite. I don't think it's a horrible idea to pick up one now, though. Hey there, hey righty. Glad the YouTube's been helping you. Definitely a influx of people who picked up Spire from the PS Plus deal a month or two ago. But happy to have you as part of the community. And Doka Magi, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Alright, I think I'm sufficiently convinced. I'll take one Piercing Whale here. Since I'm not taking the Elite Path item, not as stressed to take damage stuff. And we're going to upgrade this Dagger Spray to make the area damage a bit more impactful. Okay, so from here... Option A or Option B? I think we go Option A. Why is that? Because we get the Elite before the shop. Elites drop lots of money. So if I kill the Elite first and then go to the store, I'll have extra cash. Other option is don't go to a shop, but I don't think I like that line very much. And Butsy Butler, what a name, what a player. Thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to that Cozy Sub Club. Give me the money. I guess I got what I asked for, but I don't actually want it. Okay. Thanks for the blue key. Since we're going to a shop in just 3 floors... Now I do wish I'd gone this way. That's funny. Since we're going to a shop in just 3 floors, the Mall Bank will only give us 36 gold before I break it. In that case, I'll take the Sapphire Key. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. What's the line here? Neutralize you. Survivor. Skewer. That's a fun one. Definitely been liking setting Nunchaku to 9 where possible. Hello, what is this? After image? Set up deadly poison. Well, now I wish I had taken the Blade Dance. I think I still might take an after image, giving us 1 block per card played. Not feeling compelled to take a deadly poison at the moment. Give me the block. Alright, it's elite fighting time. I think Gremlin Knob will do a lot of damage to me. I think the other 2 should be pretty easy. That's ultimately why we've avoided the red path, because a Gremlin Knob with the wrong draw order could really, really hurt us here. Fortunately, it is not a Gremlin Knob. Thank goodness. And that means that I may do as I wish. What is this? Neutralize, Dagger Spray, Skewer? We wake up right now, or do we wait a couple of turns? I think we wait a couple of turns. Don't miss this play here. Gotta increment Nunchaku by 1, so play the Skewer for 0 there. Math. This is a pretty good wake-up turn, considering. Fluctuation EM, thank you so much for 30, count them, 30 months of support. It's a dang long time. So we have to do the bulk of our damage before bad times occur. Or we get debuffed. Your next turn is bad. They're both 8. Do want separate card plays, though. I think we have to take the bulk of this hit, unfortunately. It's getting Legobulin's health lower and lower is essential at this point. So I'm going to play that for 2 energy. And then we'll block as best we can here. 4, 4, 7. It's 15. Take 5 more. This is a pretty good turn next turn. Okay. Could use a speed potion for some more health this turn, but I think we might need it 2 turns from now. Actually want to Dagger Throw before Neutralize, because the Neutralize will deal 0 damage. after the shuffle here. Okay, 13. With -4 strength, Skewer will kill now. However, this is the turn I was talking about. This is where the speed potion comes in, because it lets me full block, and then we kill with Skewer next turn. Otherwise, I can only defend for 6 until we'll take 9 more. So speed potion is for 9 health currently. I think that's a good enough use. Can even play the dagger spray. Might as well. Okay, that was not too bad. Hey there, Barbarian. Another shout out to that thumbnail generator. Exclaim thumbnail. Old Liam Buff was kind enough to make that and share it with us recently, and boy was it funny. Gotta love a bag of prep. How about an Eviscerate? It's okay. Cloak and Dagger is better now that I have an after image. Okay, I can actually get behind taking Cloak and Dagger at this point. It's our first Shiv. We'll be taking more. The Shivs are 1/10 of an energy and 1 block apiece, and I think that's good enough for me to start incorporating them into this deck, especially if we can get some more interactions. Not the world's worst Infinite Blades, but certainly not its best. Really happy to see membership card giving us a 50% discount on all products. That's a good one. From here, we can remove a card, as well as perhaps buy a potion to help with the Guardian. We should be able to beat Guardian with 22 health, as long as nothing particularly disastrous happens. Gonna cut 1 strike. That'll help a lot against Guardian. Silent usually likes to get rid of those strikes in large quantities. Dex Potion would help a lot against Guardian. Energy Potion could be okay. I think I'll just take the Dexterity Potion and plan to use that on the boss, and that'll make our life substantially easier. Yes, substantially easier. Survivor Skewer take 1? That feels right. Actually, rather go Dagger Throw Skewer, because I get to look at 1 more card. Now it's better to play Dagger Spray than the Skewer. And I can play the Skewer for 0 to gain 1/10 of 1 energy. Brilliant. Actually, don't want the bonus energy right now. I might not want it next turn either, though. Is the thing. Yeah, whatever. Well-laid plans. Let's retain cards. Pretty beautiful. To think we could have had double blur, buying 1 at the shop and then getting 1 here, but love me a well-laid plans. One of the most impactful powers on the Silent. Well-laid plans allows you to retain cards, keeping them in your hand between turns until you need them most. Very useful for keeping blocks, but also wildly useful for quite a few other things. I have never been more happy to see a Dagger Spray Plus in my hand. Fortunately, it does mean that Angry Gremlin gets really angry. But I don't see this going well any other way. He's going to do 9 damage to me? Is there any way to take less than 9 damage? I could block 3 times, that only takes 5, but that's not gonna go well for next turn, you know? Yeah, I don't think it's ever worth being weak and frail. Or any of that. I think we just play. We get a very angry gremlin. And get rid of these stinkers. Oh, he's gonna get blocked too. Uh-oh. Kill him. Okay, we block twice next turn. Finish on 9. Okay. Bonk. The shield gremlin's the last gremlin. Did you know they attack you? Get a duplication potion, so buying that dex pot was a bit of a waste. That's okay. Flying knee is a bit better with the well-laid plans, but I think we don't need any more unupgraded commons. The real question is, can I beat Guardian with 12 health? And I think the answer is yes. Yeah, I draw so many cards on turn 1. We should be able to get the initial transform. Once the well-laid plans are down, we'll be fine, especially with a dexterity potion in play. I think we'll be okay. Upgrade I like at the moment a lot is Cloak and Dagger for 1 more shift. That's 4 more damage, 1/10 of an energy, and 1 more block. Could upgrade well-laid plans to retain 2. I think that's very good as well. But might be wasted if we get a Runic Pyramid. And I don't think will be that helpful for a while, actually. I'm going to go with the Cloak and Dagger upgrade for this Guardian fight. And we're going to face Guardian with 12 health. It's not a lot. It's quite a bit scary, actually. But I'm hoping it'll be enough. Really hoping. Should be able to block next turn if I can't transform. Looks like that is the case. Yeah, we have 8 plus 6 damage in hand. We cannot transform the Guardian with the current draw. So I have to block. See, if I Dex Potion after Image, Cloak and Dagger defend. How much block do we generate? This would be 8, 9. This is plus 3, so 9 plus 8 plus 2 more. 19. So we do live with only the Dex Potion used. Could also employ the Duplication Potion. Duplicate Cloak and Dagger here. Or even duplicate After Image. But I do not believe that is necessary. I believe we're going to win this fight with only the Dex Potion used. Bit of a spooky draw there. But now that we have the well-laid plans in play, we should be completely fine. Times 3 gets a transform. Cutting it a little bit close there. Need to make sure we're occasionally dealing some damage on the defensive mode turns. So I can play Dagger Spray here, or I can play Cloak and Dagger. Need to retain Skewer, I believe. Note that even if you play Skewer for 0 energy, the Guardian will still do Thorns damage back. Because they're rude. 2 more cards. 1, 2. Keep this one. I think that was supposed to be Cloak and Dagger, Strike, Strike, use the Skewer on the next turn. This works, though. This... Perfect. Okay. Just had to use the 1 potion, not both. Make it through with 4 hit points there. A little close, but a calculated progression. Not too bad. And now I think we're in reasonable shape for Act 2 here. We've got a couple good relics under our belt. We've got some good cards in the deck. We don't do huge amounts of damage, but we're able to comfortably defend while whittling down our opponents. And for now, that's going to be enough. Our choices here. Option A, Storm of Steel. Lets us discard our hand, gaining a shiv for each card we had. Pretty good on turn 1. Getting us a whole bunch of shivs. You might think that Storm of Steel is good with Nunchaku, but if you've discarded your entire hand for shivs, then any energy you gain from Nunchaku is spent on what exactly? There's nothing to spend your energy on. So I don't think it's actually very good. Never have been a fan of unload and well-laid plans. Discarding all non-attack cards in your hand usually means discarding that defend or piercing well you're trying to hold on to. But it's hard to say no to an Adrenaline. Easy, gain a little bit of energy, draw some more cards, makes the Skewer better, makes the after image better, makes it easier to find our powers. I like it quite a lot. Yeah, you'd need a Unceasing Top or an Ice Cream to make the Storm of Steel and Nunchaku work together properly. Hard to do. Well, I think we can rule out Velvet Choker. The fact that I have the blue key already does mean that the Cursed Key is a very reasonable pick here. Cursed Key gives us 1 more energy each turn, but means we get cursed when we open a non-boss chest. That's okay. My main problem with that is that skipping chests means skipping the money that's inside the chests. And money is worth twice as much to us thanks to Membership Card. So because of Membership Card, we might lose out on a lot of potential buying power by not opening a chest. That leads me to consider Astrolabe fairly strongly here. Transform and upgrade 3 cards. Easy choice here to transform and upgrade 3 strikes. Not really sure what we'd get, but there's a lot of different options. Just increasing the upgrade density of the deck can really help us be a lot stronger. There is, as Firedraw notes, there's of course a chance that the chest contains no money. It certainly might be the case that happens. But it's a bit of a long shot. We do have a bit of extra efficiency energy-wise thanks to Nunchaku and Adrenaline already. Though I think this deck could use a lot of energy very functionally. I'm ultimately going to choose the Astrolabe, but I think this is a pretty strong argument for the Cursed Key, especially since we already have our blue key. Can you get duplicated cards with Astrolabe? Yes, you can get 3 of the same card upgraded. So we could, for example, get 3 upgraded copies of Infinite Blades when I click on this. Oh, well, we didn't do that, but we did get 2 0-cost attacks and a Wraith Form Plus, which makes me suspect I've made the right choice. I think it's still a little early to be calling GGs. However, what we have is very functional. Really happy with these 2 cards in particular. This really helps the damage problem that we have. Meanwhile, the Wraith Form Plus is a premium block. OWM, did you hear about the Silent who had to use an old dial-up connection to get onto the internet? She had to deal with endless lagony. Truly brutal. No refunds. I like this, by the way. We can remove our final strike at the shop. A deck with no strikes in it is a good deck by my definition. And we could even potentially buy a relic here at the shop. Remember, we've got over 200 gold of purchasing power currently. Snehet in chat asks, what do I think is better for Silent, the Shiv or Poison? It's unfortunately not a question that has the same answer twice. For 2 different runs, you might get 2 different answers to that question. I tend to find that Shivs work really, really well in the early game of Slay the Spire, Act 1 and Act 2, and are difficult but not impossible to make work in the later game. You need to have some good relics or the right combination of powers to survive the end game boss gauntlet with Shivs. Whereas Poison is naturally very good at dealing with said boss gauntlet, but might struggle earlier in the run. There's also room in Slay the Spire for a hybrid deck that has both of those things in it. You can have a deck that's Shivs and attacks like this to tackle the early game, and then from here we add a Bouncing Flask, a Burst, and a Catalyst, and that's the way that we kill the heart. But I think, generally speaking, in Slay the Spire, the best build is the one that goes with the relics you've picked up so far. And so that's always something that's changing a little bit. Love the Afterimage Wraithform combination, by the way. Such a powerful thing. Now, I'm a ghost. And you can't hurt me. Beautiful. Speak of the devil and it shall appear. Bouncing Flask is here. Do we want to start ticking poison cards? Wait, who's our Ek boss? Collector. I think I should think about it. If I take this Bouncing Flask, it allows me to pick up a Catalyst or a Burst. It can be a good way to remove artifacts. It can just be a little bit of supplemental damage to any fight with one large target in it, like the Book of Stabbing. Good target with a duplication potion, too. I'm gonna grab this. 275 gold, you say? For a curse? I would like to be rich, please. Something weighs heavily on you. It's money. It's true, we won't be able to get rid of the last strike, but look at this. We can buy Snecko Skull and Chemical X. so that the Skewer and the Bouncing Flask are both improved. How cool is that? And Unceasing Top. What a cool store. What an absolutely cool store. Yeah, and Crippling Cloud is 21 gold, by the way. Heck yeah. Spin to win, baby. So now all of our poison cards apply 1 more poison, and the effect of our X cost cards are increased by 2. And I have a Crippling Cloud. I might even take Secret Technique. Zero cost, put any skill from the draw pile into my hand. Fetch Adrenaline, fetch one of the poison cards, fetch Cloak and Dagger. It's Don Legend. Thank you so much for the 68-person raid. Welcome, welcome. Don Legend does some wonderful Slay the Spire over on his Twitch channel. A lot of beautiful A20 runs. If you're just joining us from Don, then you're joining us on a very wild and wacky silent run. We started out with a relatively weak Act 1, our only really thing of note being picking up membership card. But then Astrolabe gave me a Wraithform Plus, and this shop just gave me Chemical X and Snecko Skull for a deck with a Skewer, a Bouncing Flask, and now a Crippling Cloud. And I think we've just figured something out. How far until our next shop? I was planning on going to this one, so not spending 90 gold on Secret Technique could mean an entire extra relic for me later. Hey, no worries, Don Legend. A friend of Baalorlord is a friend of mine. Or, wait, yeah. No, I think that label fits very appropriately. Good to have you, and thanks for bringing folks over. It's always cool to see people pushing themselves and their abilities in Slay the Spire. I think the category needs more content creators. I want it, but I don't want it. All right. That's how I feel about Secret Technique. I want it, but I think I can do better with the money elsewhere. Succinctly phrased. Okay, could use Wraithform here. Actually, could go Wraithform Ancient Potion here. Seems like a very reasonable choice for this fight. Let me go ahead and do that. Let one of these agonies cycle. Actually, no, just do the damage. Strip 2 plated armor off him. Get him, Chemical X. Might not have needed the potion, actually, in retrospect. That's okay. Could take another Endless Agony here. I think it's okay with the Nunchaku, but certainly not required. Without an upgrade, I don't feel compelled to take anything here. The Mystic and the Centurion can be a difficult pairing to deal with. Could outright kill the Mystic here on turn 1. Heck, I can actually kill the Centurion on turn 1. Impressive. But I don't want to take any damage from the Mystic. Do it this way. Mystic will try to heal next turn. Skewer will kill the Centurion. And on her own, she's not much of a threat. Try to kill with Nunchaku on 9. That might prove difficult. There we go. Again, upgraded, these cards would be pretty good. Unupgraded, they're underwhelming. Grillpack says, why in that fight do I always kill the knight first? There's 2 reasons. 1, despite the lower health total on the Mystic, if the fight goes longer than 2 rounds, the Mystic actually has a higher, what I'm going to call EHP, effective hit points. The amount of damage you must deal per turn to kill the Mystic is higher than the amount of damage you must deal per turn to kill the Knight. That's because the Mystic is healing both of them, but the Knight is also blocking for the Mystic. So counterintuitively, the Knight is the softer target. The other reason for that is that if the Mystic is killed, the Knight becomes Berserk, exchanging the block move with a ×3 multi-attack. If any amount of strength buffs have been given to the Knight, that results in a really nasty snake plant-looking scenario. It's not fun. Lots of good upgrades at the moment. I really like the Bouncing Flask. 1 more bounce is 4 more poison. I love the Well-Laid Plans upgrade. I love the After Image upgrade to make sure we draw it on turn 1. Let's actually do After Image first. That's going to be my choice here. Our first opponent, the 3 Slavers. Might be a good situation for a good old duplication potion. On the Dagger Spray. Deal 24 to all of them. Go After Image, dupe the Dagger Spray. Agony, Agony, Cloak and Dagger. Is that actually enough damage to kill anyone, though? That's the question. If I do all of this, this is 12, 8, 9. So 12 plus 17 plus 24 is 53. Yes, that cleanly kills the Backslaver. So I think that's an excellent use of the Duplication Potion. Without even knowing what the top card is from Dagger Throw. But I guess I would go After Image, then Dagger Throw. Then I can make up my mind. Iron Wave with extra steps, but those extra steps are important because those extra steps allow relics to get in the mix in a way that Iron Wave does not allow. Oh man, Adrenaline. Okay, perfect. And then I draw into Wraith Form. Damn it. Almost saved my Duplication Potion there. Nice and clean. Alright, well this has gone entirely too well. Let's see, if I go Defend, Survivor, block for 21, 22. Incoming damage, 21. Perfect. Emu Like Bird, thanks for 27 months. Support. Keep watching, I'll keep diddly-do. Next fight is another elite, so I'm going to attempt to win this fight by drawing into the Bouncing Flask. Success. Malarkey 7, thanks for those 88 bits. Keep on keeping on, Fred. A beautiful fight. Basically perfected slavers with a potion use. Given that this is a supposedly 3 energy silent deck in Act 2, I'd say we're doing pretty dang well for ourselves. Do I still have the bouncy command? Hold on. Yes! Wait, that's not the clip I thought it was. Never mind. Sundial is here. How about another Skewer? Given that we have Chemical X, I'm in. I'll take it, and I'll upgrade it. Panagraph heals us at the start of boss fights. That's pretty cool. And our next elite fight is Gremlin Lidarius. About to become Gremlin Bleedarius. Yeah. What's this going to be? Crippling Cloud, Cloak and Dagger? Agony, Agony. I get to Skewer as well. Yeah. Perfect. Only downside is I don't get to play the Will-Laid Plans. Tempting to Wraith Form here. Definitely didn't want to draw that. Okay, good. These die. These get poisoned. Eight plus 7 plus 6 does not kill. This could be bad next turn. Good. Better. GG Gremlin Leader. We get a kunai. If we play 3 attacks in 1 turn, we gain a point of dexterity. That is really good. Let's just say that. That's exceedingly good. Especially if we can find another Cloak and Dagger or more shivs, or there's the burst to duplicate the poison cards with. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a burst, letting us play our next skill twice. Let's make that our next 2 skills. Twice. Burst Adrenaline, burst Cloak and Dagger, burst your face. What's that? A 3rd Skewer? Maybe. Bonus Shop is exciting. Could consider Panache here, doing area damage if we play 5 cards in 1 turn. I'm honestly not convinced we want to do that, though. When am I going to upgrade Will-Laid Plans? Very soon, probably right before Collector. Although upgrading the Bouncing Flask is also worth considering here. Now that we have a kunai, the dodge and roll on sale is pretty tempting. So is the deflect. Both 0-cost blocks. Tori seems alright. Very expensive, though. Getting a bit of max health with the waffle's fine. Healing with the meal ticket's pretty good. Although, with Panagraph, I don't feel like I need it. I'm gonna be at full health anyway. But I'm really not convinced that I need... Tori for the heart. Just gonna stop there. Get even more money? Okay, well, I'll go to the next shop then. What does this one have? There it is. Envenom. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Which is actually 2 poison. 2 poison per attack. Pretty good. Other things that look pretty spicy here. Prismatic Shard. Giving us cards from other colors in combat rewards. Oddly Smooth Stone, giving us a point of dexterity every time we play a block card. We get 1 more block. War Paint, upgrading 2 random skills. Could be really useful. Might be at the point where I remove Dagger Throw. How funny. Given the current state of the run, yes, I would absolutely add Blade Dances to this. Actually, rather curious what Shard could potentially do for us. I don't think I want to take it, though, since we're doing poison things. Does Envenom work with Skewer how you want it to? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Can't afford Relic and a removal, so I think I just go with a Relic. Or Paint or Smooth Stone. Smooth Stone is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 block. This is probably going to be +6, but it might hit the Adrenaline, or the Crippling Cloud, or the Bouncing Flask, or the Piercing Whale. I'll just take some upgrades. Defend Survivor, yeah. I think that's slightly worse than the Smooth Stone would have been, but only very slightly. Nah, not going to take that shard. Apologies to the believers there. We're going to upgrade our Will Aid plans and face down the Collector. Have some poison. I'll keep the cloak and the dagger spray. What a beautiful turn. Don't think I can play Envenom just yet. I need to pick off at least one of these minions here. Might employ the weak potion on Collector, but I don't think I need to. Should go Dagger Spray first. An Agony, Cloak and Dagger. Then I can Skewer 1. I think I can kill both of the minions here. Yeah, easily, actually. Which means I could play Defend? Yes, I could play Defend in addition. Okay, perfect. Great turn. Keep the Neutralize and the Survivor. Or the Burst. Neutralize and the Burst. So yes, note the bonus Chemical X hits do apply 2 poison each. It's absurd. Yeah. Get destroyed. Look at all that poison. GG. That was a really clean act too. Holy moly. That's a cool Doppleganger. Doppleganger says, next turn, draw X plus 2 cards and gain X plus 2 energy. It's also a very good burst target. Could take another burst so that we could duplicate skills more, or we could take Alchemize to make potions, but given the Chemical X, I think this Doppleganger is far and above the best card here. Doppleganger Chem X, particularly upgraded Doppleganger with Chem X, is exceptionally strong. And it's really going to let us function, even if we don't get an energy relic from the boss here. I'd be okay with a tiny house if we have a Doppleganger in the deck. Famous last words. Let's lose the weak potion. Oh, we do get a pyramid, but it's late. Probably I still take it. Laser B, thanks for 6 months of support. And RegRx, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate you both. It's like oddly not that good of a pyramid. I guess it's not very odd. Problem is the hovering kite only gives us energy if Survivor or Dagger Thrower played. I guess we could pick up some discard stuff later on. We could take Pandora's Box. We transform 5 defend. Problem is we've got a Kunai, so I actually really like those defend cards. They're kind of important for our defensive strategy. And so I'd really rather not transform the defends. I think Pandora's Box is on average rather negative for us. So why would Runic Pyramid not be good here? Hand Clog is the big problem with it. We cannot play enough cards per turn to allow ourselves to draw more cards, particularly when Doppelganger's played. The bonus draw from Doppelganger we're unable to take advantage of. We also have a well-laid plans allowing us to retain up to 2 cards, which is most of what we want to do with Runic Pyramid. Now, the Pyramid has advantage over the well-laid plans in that it works immediately, starting from turn 1 without having to play any cards. That would allow us to simply remove the well-laid plans, which is all the better considering we don't have any good removals otherwise. But because of how much draw we have access to now, and considering the cards I'm going to want to add in Act 3, I'm leaning more towards taking Hovering Kite over Runic Pyramid. Let's take the Kite. Do you know that we offer channel memberships now? Support the channel directly here on YouTube for as low as $5 a month and get awesome perks like a custom badge and emojis. But most importantly of all, I'll do exclusive Q&As, uploading a video response only available to members, so you can hear your questions read in my buttery voice. Click the join button below this video to get started. Back to the video. So, first time we discard a card each turn, we gain 1 energy. I have to go here. Okay. Maybe something like this. Might as well hit this early shop. Do I want to remove a card of the shop? Deeply unclear. Definitely want to look at it, though. Would I have taken Tiny House over Hovering Kite? I might have. Would I have taken Tiny House over Runic Pyramid? Logically, I would have had to, right? Interesting. Juwu Official, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Five more cards and 5 more energy this turn, please. Thanks. Bobist asks, can you get an old coin in a shop? No. There are a few relics, mostly gold-related relics, that you can't find in the store. These include the Maw Bank, the Courier, the old coin, the Smiling Mask. Probably a couple others I'm forgetting off the top of my head. You cannot get those relics in the shop. Okay, well, that is why I originally took the Bouncing Flask, just in case this card showed up. Catalyst, not only that, Catalyst Plus, triple the enemy's poison. It's about as green as they come, a green art with green border and green text. It's pretty green. Could take yet another Skewer here. I like the backflip a lot. I really wouldn't mind paying about 100 gold here to swap one of our defends for a backflip. I think that's rather reasonable, actually. Nothing here says discard. How would Maw Bank even work? You actually used to be able to buy the Maw Bank. It worked. You were able to buy the Maw Bank, and then as long as you didn't spend any other money at the shop, you'd be able to keep it. Of course, the main problem is if you decide after buying the Maw Bank that you want literally anything else, you will break it instantly. I imagine that's part of the reason they changed the coding to not allow Maw Bank to spawn in stores. I don't want menaces. Also don't want pain, but I do want an upgrade on either Doppler or Envenom. Let's get Envenom to be cheaper. More draw, please. You'd love to see it. Fumes is interesting. 3 poison at the start of each turn to all enemies. Ultimately, I think redundant, less effective than our Envenom. Although Riddle with Holes with Snecko Skull and Venom is pretty funny. I don't feel compelled to take it here. We've got the attacks that apply poison mostly sorted at the moment. Burst Bouncing Flask. Skewer Afterimage? Skewer and Venom. I need the Afterimage down. That's why we played Afterimage. Finally, we take some damage. Could try to use a potion to mitigate this, but honestly, it's been a long time coming. We deserve it. Ow. Ooh, you cannot stop me. 24, 27 block. That should be enough. Putting our Nunchaku there. And resetting our sundial. Dang it. Dead Branch. Whenever we exhaust a card, add a random card to our hand. Interesting. Most interesting. I think that's pretty good, honestly. Definitely going to give us lots of random cards. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Take Liquid Memories over the Liquid Bronze, too. Liquid Memories on Burst, on Wraith Form, on Bouncing Flask, all pretty good. Could see some use for a Footwork here. Or maybe Leg Sweep. Don't feel required, though. Don't really have an upgrade for that Footwork. Current upgrade is going to either Doppleganger or Bouncing Flask. Bouncing Flask feels better than ever now, actually, upgrade-wise. Since we found our Catalyst and all that. You know? Get our key. Okay. So, Flask or Double? I'll do Double. I've been definitely missing the +1 on that. But it's a tough choice. Keep one card here. Or well-laid plans. I can use Nunchaku to do Skewer Finisher properly. Let's do it. Choke. Skewer. Finisher. 10 times 10. Plus 20 poison. Plus choke. Have some more poison. And then all of that prior effort is completely irrelevant, because now it's more poison than the giant head has health. Bird-Faced Urn heals me 2 when I play a power card. 1, 2, 3, 4 powers per fight. That's better than a Burning Blood. Adam, thank you so much for 7 months of support. Happy Friday to you. Caw. Frozen Egg will upgrade any future powers we find. Bullet Time and Dead Branch are particularly fun together. Go bullet time now. Bullet time now. And I'm a ghost. This deck seems to be very strong. Okay, I don't actually think we want more skewers. Not unupgraded ones, anyway. We kind of have our late game plans sorted now. Can't keep getting away with it. Or can he? Let's see, burst whale blocks here. Okay. This fight could be a little awkward for us. So far, the hovering kite hasn't been helpful all that often, but it's useful enough for me to feel like it's helping. You. Perfect. So we want them all to die on the same turn. I'm kind of just distributing... Oh, that works. I was gonna say, I'm distributing the damage evenly so that I can achieve that, but random corpse explosions even easier. Get them. Now I'm just trying to increment our thingy. How's it going, Entally? The Silent Tier List cards video should be pretty dang accurate, as I actually didn't make it all that long ago. That should be up to date with all of the changes that have occurred through Slay the Spire's developments. And I think should hold up pretty well. Second Envenom, definitely not as good as the first. Only brings our poison to 3 per hit instead of 2. Flechettes could be pretty powerful. Flechettes could be stupid powerful. Let's take a Flechettes here. Deal damage for every skill in our hand, often going to be 5+ hits, each of which will apply poison. Oh yeah. Show this transient who the boss is. It is me. I am the boss. Should be able to kill Transient if we can burst our Catalyst. And thanks to well-laid plans, we can definitely burst our Catalyst. So, 4 hits, 4 poison. Not too bad. Double Catalyst. Double. And a Chemex Malaise for good measure. GG, friendo. I have 13 energy. Get him! Beautiful. Tully says, I'm really new, only 10 hours played. I enjoy Silent the most. She looks the most linear. I think I would agree with that. Silent is the character where the order in which you play your cards tends to matter the least. With Watcher and Defect being a lot more important, where, you know, Zap before Dual Cast can matter a lot. Eruption before Vigilance. With Silent, you draw a hand of cards, you decide which ones you're going to play, but usually the order of exactly which one when doesn't matter too much, and that does make her, I think, a little bit easier to get into. Hope you have a nice weekend. Good luck in your spire slaying efforts. There's that calculated gamble we want. Gives us energy from the hovering kite, draws a new hand of cards, and then creates a new one with a dead branch. Another thing to keep in mind if you're new is that Slay the Spire is a very context-heavy game. The best card is usually the one that is benefited somehow by one of the relics on your relic bar, or the one that is receiving a free upgrade, or maybe the one that's on sale at the shop. Anytime the game kind of pushes you towards a particular direction, it's worth thinking about doing that instead of what you would have preferred to do in maybe an ideal situation. Bonus merchant. Yeah, I'll buy a blade dance. Give me 3 shivs. Actually, not a bad Frozen Eye, letting us see the draw pile in order. Yeah, not interested in that terror there, applying vulnerable to enemies. Most of our damage now comes from the poison, with the actual attack power being somewhat irrelevant. Do I take a Footwork Plus? I don't feel like I need it, but it could definitely help. I don't think I want an Apotheosis. Most of the important stuff is already upgraded. Also pretty expensive at 2 energy. Potions are good. I guess I'll buy the Footwork. Could have also bought Frozen Eye, the relic there, to see the draw pile in order. That could help for stuff like finding the catalyst at the right time. I ultimately don't think it's all that important. Have some poison. You have 6 skills. So that's 12 poison from flechettes. Pretty good. Blech. Tough Bandages. Whenever we discard a card during our turn, gain 3 points of block. It's going to make this calculated gamble exceptional. None of these discard anything, though. Don't think we needed any more help with blocking, but we got some. Definitely one of the best ways to have a successful run in Slay the Spire. What I like to think of is Relic Critical Mass. Get enough relics here on the relic bar, and it's pretty hard not to have a deck that can do a whole lot, just because of how many different cards get boosts and how much free value you're able to get each combat. Yeah, I've only got a mummy hand. If only. I think I hold on to Burst here. Generally, in this fight, I like to go for Donu first. These 2 bosses come in a pair, and the fight ends up being this sort of never-ending assault, where one attacks, then the other, then the one, then the other. The 2 shapes each have a special ability they'll use when they're not attacking. Dekka will block and give both plated armor, whereas Donu buffs the strength of both of them, meaning they do more damage every 2 turns. And that's the really scary part, the constantly escalating damage. If you can kill Donu, you stop the damage escalation and put an end to the fight getting too out of control. Don't know if that I want to hold on to Burst Catalyst already. I guess I will. There's Venom. Alright, say goodbye to your artifact. Easy. Double Bouncing Flask, and then Catalyst whoever gets more bounces. Okay, Deca, you're dead. Apparently. A clear outcome. Give me this. So saith the Spire. Only 3 energy definitely makes this a difficult turn to block on. Backflip for Sunblock, Piercing Wail. This is 10. Piercing Wail is going to be 9, I think? 9 or 11. This will take a bit of a beating, but we should be good now. Oh, I could have played Dagger Throw in there. Should have done that. It does not much matter, though, thankfully. Let's just leave the Nunchaku on 9 and the Sundial on 2. Alright, next boss is the Awakened One. The Awakened One gains strength, 2 strength, every time we play a power card, which does mean that playing lots of powers against this boss ends up being a losing strategy. However, thankfully we have the Kunai allowing us to gain dexterity over the course of the fight. Dead Branch is going to complicate things, unfortunately, as well, with the new cards being added every time I play a Shiv, but it's not all bad. Oh, I was probably supposed to play a gamble there. Hurts a bit. Seems like a good time for Piercing Whale. Better yet, Burst Piercing Whale. I might need to play Envenom in order to win. I think I do. Let's get the plate also. Hell's Razor, did you hear about the Silent who went on to have a professional poker career? She played every hand by going Adren all in. More kunai, please. Positively no refunds. Even if you really feel like you deserve one. This defends sure block for a lot. Please lower your strength permanently. So, bursting the whale there removed all of the strength from the awakened one for the rest of the fight. Very rude. Bullet time, Wraith form. Play the Wraith form because I think there's about 3 turns left in this fight now. I'm just trying to increment our nunchaku in that time. Good enough. GG. GG. To thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this evil? You prepare your daggers, dealing 22-14. Have I been here before? Is this the source of all this poison booping? Bailey asks, what would I do if the exclamation point game vote ended with the first 2 games at less than 5 votes apart? Currently, Peglin and Stanley Parable, both very close in this race. Ending tonight. Well, I'd have to either make a very difficult decision between two things that seem pretty exciting, or I'd have to play them both, which is what I have done occasionally in the past, is decide I want to do them both. Not a guarantee. There's a lot of stuff on the docket this month. However, I'm really excited that it's coming close between those two games, as I think both are very, very enjoyable streams waiting to happen. Blues? Another piercing whale for heart seems like a very reasonable choice. This card is very, very good against the late game of the Slay the Spire. There's an acrobatics here, draw 3, discard 1, gain 1 energy, very good. Gain 3 block too. Strange Spoon could keep cards that exhaust when played. That's not necessarily a good thing though. Every time the spoon activates, the dead branch will not activate. I think that's a very good approach to games in general, Hyrule. Hyrule says, very good proof of concept stage but lacks content. And for any game that's in early access, I tend to find that's the case. Usually like to wait until they finish development or have had a thorough round of playtesting before I get personally involved. I do like Boat Thingy as well. Boat Thingy over Acro is a tough choice. I'm gonna go with Boat Thingy. Give me that 10 Blanc on turn 1. Definitely don't feel like we need that Caltrops for the heart. The burst catalyst thing is gonna do the job, I assure you. Keep the Envenom. Guess I'll keep the Masterful Stab. Do some damage. Here. Oof. So, either I Liquid Memories or I rely on the Dead Branch. Let's start with the Dead Branch. Dagger Throw helps a bit. Oh, okay, good. I'm a ghost. Thanks, Dagger Throw. You're a hero. Not much benefit to playing the Cloak and Dagger. Let's just keep these. Okay, here's our Doppleganger Plus. Catalyst coming up shortly. Catalyst here now, but I can retain it. Cloud, Doppelganger. Keep Catalyst Gamble. Give me the block. Yeah. Perfect relic setup for the heart, too. Beautiful fight. Deck is so dang strong. Get a lovely Art of War if we play no attacks on our turn, gain extra energy next turn. And we're offered some Shiv cards and a Poison card. Somewhat tempting to take a Blade Dance Plus between the Kunai, the Nunchaku, and the Dead Branch, but note that we take damage for every card that we play during the Heart Fight, so I really don't want too many... I don't want to spam too many cards in this fight. So, I'll be skipping all of these, progressing into the final battle here. We could duplicate After Image to try to counter the Beat of Death. Honestly, I think this will be ineffective compared to duplicating either Catalyst or Wraith Form, which will be much better duplications, ultimately. There's the Wraith Form, there's a Catalyst. Cool. There are Caltrops, not Catalyst. Can't words today. Card to gain energy. Actually, keep one of these Piercing Wails. Okay, lose the Dagger Spray. So I can do Caltrops, Skewer, Blade Dance. Sure. Chemex Malaise, get in there. Eat that minus strength. That means I don't need to hold on to Piercing Wail for now. Womp womp. Gain additional... Actually, shouldn't have played that. I think I want the Art of War energy. Keep the burst, keep the Wraith Form. I might play Wraith Form next turn. To block this 64 damage attack. Seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to duplicate this. No, I'm going to dupe the Catalyst. Probably. Nice. 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 See you later, Mr. Hart. And for extra good measure, this is completely unnecessary. Have 1,552 poison. Of course, it could only take 200 per turn, but that's okay. Oh, that's right. If you don't do any damage, then the Envenom doesn't remove the artifact stacks. That's funny, actually. Would that have been the most hilarious way to die? Imagine a world where I have to play the Piercing Wail to survive this attack, but I can't because I did too much poison damage. That'd be so funny. You take some damage here. It's not actually, no, you die before you hit me. Ah! Get wrecked, nerd. GG. Hey there, if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.